to the extended version of Mortgage in a Minute. For today, I have Miss Janie once again with me. She's a local lender. Hi, Janie.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you again for joining me. So just a quick side note, Janie is an excellent mortgage officer. So if you are thinking about buying a home, please contact me, because one of the things I'm going to do is direct you to a great mortgage officer that can help you get qualified for a loan and really help you strategize behind, you know, what your desires are, what your scenario is, what you want, right? So anyway, thanks again, Janie, for joining me. So today's question is, am I too young to get a mortgage? And I love this question because I think hopefully some young people will get inspired.
Oh yeah, definitely. And if I can give anyone any advice who's even considering purchasing a home in the future, start saving now, because any time's a good time to start thinking about making an investment on yourself.
Yeah, because ultimately that's what it is, right? We live in a country where thankfully homes appraise all the time. So it's an investment, right? It's
the American dream.
It's an American dream. So the question was, you know, how old or am I too young to get a mortgage? And she said, you only have to be 18 to get a mortgage, which we all agree that's a little young.
It is,
but technically
possible.
You could be 18 to get one. And then I followed up and I asked, well, what's the youngest you've seen? And you said
19. I personally know someone that
personally
purchased their first home at 19.
That's amazing. I feel like that person needs to be like on a poster board promoting mortgages. Right. But tell us why that's the case, why you can qualify even at 19, or how you can go about it.
Well, the one, it would be save. Even if you're 50, 60 years old and you've never purchased a home, it's still not too late.
There you go.
To start saving. Work on your credit. Establishing credit is very important. So once we have a credit score, we like to see a few trade lines. Trade lines are your credit history, whether it's revolving or installment loans.
Yeah.
We like to see the ability to repay debt.
Well, let's talk about that. Okay, so we talked about you're not, you know, there's not an age that you're too young to buy a home, but I guess the opposite is like you brought up is, am I too old to get a home, or when is the right age to get a home?
Anytime. Anytime is a good time to purchase a home.
I agree.
Refinance a home anytime.
How often do you think people should consider looking into refinancing, or what? I mean, I'm kind of diverting now, but that's okay. When should people look into refinancing?
Well, if you feel your home has gone up in value and maybe I'm digging a little too deep into the meat and bones of a mortgage, but if it's time to remove your PMI, if you think you have enough equity to where you don't have to carry PMI, refinance that mortgage. Or you can start paying it down as soon as possible if you've got a fantastic rate, so that you can have it removed from your payment.
So I like what you said, and there's a lot of things that are ringing in my ear, like for future videos, right? Talking about PMI and whether you should submit additional payments to your mortgage and all that. But I think what I'd like to emphasize is that you don't just get a loan and then leave it for 30 years. You should look into what's happening to your value of your home, to the market, so that see if you need to make any changes.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Don't just shelve it for 30 years.
It should always be on top of mind.
Yeah.
You know, the cost of everything is going up these days, and you know, it may be a good time to do a cash out refinance. Kind of shrink your monthly debts so you have more cash flow.
Yeah, and even when you're young and you purchase a home, you know, you're gonna probably feel like you're maxed out, right? Your mortgage payment is all that you can achieve. But let's say you're staying in that house for 20 years. I'm sure in 20 years you can probably, or 15 years, you can afford a bigger payment. So maybe it's time to send additional payments.
Correct. Pay towards the principal. You have a fantastic rate. Why not just start chopping down on that principal balance? So one, you can pay less interest in the end. Two, get that loan paid off a lot faster. Or have more equity in your home when you decide you want to sell it.
Yes. And I'll end this video with this. When you hire or you work with a local lender for your mortgage, you're gonna get Janie, for example, for your life or for the lifetime of a loan. You know, it's not just going to be a quick deal. Thanks thanks for doing this with me and move on. You'll be able to access somebody like Janie anytime for
Believe
questions.
it or not, I have people that reach out to me from 5 years ago for questions regarding their mortgage payment. And even though I'm not with the same employer as I was with before, they still feel comfortable reaching out to me because they know, one, I answer my phone, two, I will try to help them with their questions.
There you go. So that's one reason that you definitely want to make sure that you have the right team on your side. I do the same. When I have a transaction, I always tell my clients, it doesn't end here. I'm always available. I'm your realtor for life. Anything that comes up, even if it's not related to something that I can help, I will do my best to redirect you to the right resource. Anyway, so we'll end this conversation now. Thanks for watching our extended version of Mortgage in a Minute. I'm Isabel Guzman, realtor with eXp Realty. Thank you, Janie, so much for joining me.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for watching. Till next time.